Hello and welcome back to Klein Soccer Stadium here in Beckley. Video Productions bringing you the Class AAA Boys High School State Soccer Tournament semifinal action here on Thursday. Tom Bragg here along with Chris Kessel bringing you the action this evening. And Chris, we've got a pretty good set of games. We've seen some good games so far, but the nightcap, some teams we're familiar with, some teams that have played a lot of good soccer over the last couple years. First game up here, number 1 George Washington against number 4 Morgantown. GW, 2 years ago, state champion. Morgantown, 3 years ago, state champion. These are two teams that have been in this spot pretty often. Morgantown 5 titles in their history. George Washington 7. Morgantown trying to make its ninth appearance in the state championship game. GW going for its 10th appearance in the state championship game. A lot of history here, but you throw that out the window. This is a new team. This is the 2023 team. These guys are both playing at a high level. When they played earlier in this season, George Washington won 1-0. Patriots have been more or less the team to beat this season, I think would be fair to say. They've had some close calls, but now you're here. The spotlight is on. You're on the big stage. Should be a good game.
I think when you talk about programs like Morgantown and George Washington, this is the expectation around the program. State semifinals, finals, that's the minimum standard. So now is when they feel like they determine whether or not they're a good team or not, because this is the minimum standard. Can we now advance to the final? Can we win this state championship and be another in a long line of winners at both of these high schools?
GW coming in as the number 1 seed in this tournament in Class AAA. The Patriots 18-2-1 this season. Morgantown number 4, 17-4-1. For GW, Michael Lukauer, 32 goals, 12 assists. Wes Goodwin, 20 goals, 7 assists. CJ Napper, 10 goals, 4 assists. And Caleb Carney, 5 goals and 13 assists. Pretty stout lineup offensively from the Patriots.
Lots of technical ability, speed all over the place. You're going to see some, high-level wing play from George Washington with Lukauer and Napper. When they get the ball at their feet, they're electric.
And it is pronounced Lukauer, correct? Not Lucier?
Not Lucier.
Lukauer. All right, just want to get that one cleared up before we go any further. For Morgantown, Riley Brabson, 19 goals and 12 assists. He leads the Mohigans right now. Alexander Gonzalez-Tannen, 9 goals, 14 assists. Aiden Steyer, 13 goals, 2 assists. And the goalkeeper, Tyler Kreitz, 88 saves this year. A Morgantown team that can put some points on the board, but defensively, it seems like they've been really good this year.
Excellent this year, and I think that's shown in the previous meeting. That was only a 1-0 game, tight all the way through, and I think that's what we should expect today is another hard, tightly contested, hard-fought game, and I'm expecting this to be really high quality and exciting for the fans, especially for a neutral fan.
Yeah, bright and sunny here in Beckley. The temperature has warmed up some from the considerable cold we experienced this morning. The trouble with the perfect weather at this time of day, though, the sun directly in all of our eyes. So bear with us as we try to track these kids down and get the right numbers. It may be a task, it may be a challenge for us this evening. Teams huddling up on the field, getting ready to go here. Looks like GW will go from right to left and Morgantown from left to right to start this out. The teams begin to take their places on the field. George Washington players making their way back onto defense. Goalkeeper Sam Nelson, number 0 back there, the junior. Arm around his defense. On the Morgantown side, Kreitz, as we mentioned, 88 saves this season. It looks like we are all set for kickoff. GW will handle the kickoff duties here in the first half. Lukauer in the center circle, ready to put the ball into play here and get things going for the first 40 minutes. Ball underway, realizing I misspoke. Morgantown was the state champion 2 years ago. GW 3 years ago. It has been several tournaments since this proud George Washington team added another star to that jersey, and Morgantown looking for their 6th title in program history. I said the Mohigans going from left to right. They are in all white with blue lettering, blue numbers. George Washington, meanwhile, in their maroon Adidas uniforms, white stripes down the side of maroon tops, maroon shorts, and then maroon socks for the Patriots. Ball playing back to the defense. Looks like GW trying to build out of the back here, looking for an opportunity to get forward. CJ Napper turns, looks for Lukauer. Lukauer now on the ball. He looks to the middle for Isaac Risk. Dropping back to defense. Into the middle to Risk. Risk will turn. Plays the ball to Alara. Now ball comes far side. They're looking in the middle, trying to get that to Lukauer, it looked like. Morgantown with a chance to counterattack here, though. Joel Beeson. Ball on his foot now. Looks like he will dump off to the far side here. Ball back to Beeson. Left foot puts the ball in. Defense there, though. George Washington turned that threat away, but not out of the frying pan yet, as Morgantown would throw in on that far side. Chris, any early thoughts on this one about formation, tactics, just how we're starting out? I know these state tournament games, they're almost like prize fights, and they're feeling each other out right now.
Absolutely. You know, the first few minutes, both teams are trying to see how the other team came out, set up, what their tactics are, especially since they played earlier this season. Both teams probably learned something from the first game. You know, and just one of the things that I've noticed right off the bat is, you know, Isaac Risk running that defensive midfielder for GW right now, playing at number 6. He's number 8 on the field right now. He's one of the most important players and makes GW tick. You know, with all this attacking talent that they have, without him running the midfield, they're going to struggle.
Morgantown drags down CJ Napper. It'll be a free kick for GW. Quick restart right onto the foot of Lukauer. Lukauer plays the ball into the middle with some pace. This GW team likes to play fast. Lots of movement off the ball. Trying to get wide there. McCabe Alara in with a chance. Morgantown able to get a hold of that one as Tyler Kreitz brings in the save.
Save by Tyler Kreitz for the Mohigans.
He will roll it out. All along the far sideline now. GW looking to push it up the field.
Direct kick for the Mohigans.
Looks like a whistle on the play. Morgantown will have a kick.
Correction. Throw in for the Mohigans.
Nope, just a throw in. Hard to see on that far sideline right now. Napper now with the ball. He's outside. Foot race trying to get into the attacking position for GW. Ball goes out of play off Maroon, though. It'll be a goal kick for Morgantown.
For the Mohigans.
Not quite 5 minutes gone in this one. No goals yet. Not a lot of action. Like we said, teams still feeling each other out at 0-0 here between George Washington and Morgantown. Winner here will play the winner of our other semifinal game, which happens after this one. It's number 2 Hurricane and number 3 Spring Mills. Beeson looks to play the ball in deep. Trying to find Brabson, unable to, though. A whistle on the play, though.
Indirect kick for the Patriots.
Looks like it'll go against Morgantown. Yeah, player slowly making their way back. It will be a kick for George Washington. Helmick gets us started again. He's back in the middle to Risk. Risk looking to play the ball long. He's got a runner. That's Lukauer. unable to get onto the end of that. Excuse me, that was not Michael Lukauer. That was number 13, Wes Goodwin, trying to run onto that ball. That ball takes a bounce after being played out. GW trying to get control here, and they do, passing it all the way back. And looking for C.J. Napper here on the near sideline. Napper with a turn over his right shoulder. He's trying to get down that line. The ball rattles around a little bit. Bonked back into Morgantown's defensive area, but GW still under control. There's Risk with a shot from long range. Ooh. Wow, that one had a chance. Nice save there by Kreitz.
For the Patriots, number 8, Isaac Risk with that shot. Save.
Right-footed laser from George Washington's Isaac Risk, making this Morgantown goalkeeper have to work early. It'll be a a corner kick coming up for GW. Unfortunately for us, this is happening in one of the few parts of the field we can actually see right now because of the sun. GW plays it short. Shot comes in from long. C.J. Napper on the back post, unable to put it in. Nice try, though. George Washington close to knocking on the door and opening up the scoring here.
It was a wonderful ball to the back post. Napper hit it first time, just a little bit wide.
George Washington trying to control the goal kick out. Comes off a Napper, though, and it will go out of bounds. So throw in here for Morgantown. Of course, we mentioned the Mohigans, state champions 2 seasons ago. George Washington, state champions 3 seasons ago. Some of these older guys, especially for this George Washington team, it's been a while since they've been in that state title game playing on that stage, but there's been a lot of success here, but a lot of state tournament experience on the field nonetheless.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but I believe Lukauer scored in the state championship
he scored
game,
the goal to win
his freshman season.
Yes, 2020, the COVID year. The last time you and I were here calling the games.
Yes.
Alara looking for Napper. Napper now bringing it back across the middle. He'll go far side to Wes Goodwin. Goodwin trying to play the ball up. Looked like he was trying to get the ball to Lukauer. Just not enough space there. Morgantown defense had that one covered. Throw in down the line. Lukauer jockeying for position with Morgantown's Ziggy Hirschfield.
Hirschfield did a great job shepherding that out of bounds right there in a dangerous spot.
That's what they always say. The touch line and the in line, best defenders in the history of the game. Never lost a battle.
Never lost a battle.
Hirschfield plays this one out. He finds number 30, Joel Beeson, here on the near sideline. Beeson will dribble back into the middle as he gets chopped down right in front of the official. That one will go for Morgantown. Yeah, right. And nothing egregious, nothing crazy there, but just right in front of the official. So they're probably going to call that pretty much every time. So free kick here for Morgantown near midfield. Aiden Steyer lining up to take it. Steyer plays the ball well into the box with a header that comes off, and it goes in. A goal for Morgantown. Trying to get an eye on who scored that goal.
Looked like it was maybe number 9, Alexander Gonzalez-Tannen.
Steyer's midfield free kick finds the head.
Goal for the Mohigans by number 9, Alexander Gonzalez-Tannen.
That is confirmed now. Alexander Gonzalez-Tannen gets on the end of that long pass, and what a goal. Morgantown taking the early lead here on George Washington, 1-0. So we watch the replay of this. You see that long free kick come in, not well defended by George Washington.
Free header at the back post.
The Morgantown player, free header at the back post. And a nice header, nice technique on that header, not to just go for power, just to get it up over the goalkeeper. And the Mohigans lead 1-0. 30 minutes to play here in the first half.
Direct kick for the Patriots.
Well, that definitely changes the.
That will change the game. It will change how this game is approached by George Washington now. Patriots have not had to trail much at all this season. Interested to see how they respond to this early adversity. GW with a long free kick of its own. Defended well, though, by Morgantown. Turned away, but not cleared quite yet. As Beeson and Napper go at it. Napper gets the ball. Now he's off on his left. He plays it in with his left foot. Back post over everybody. There's Lukauer with a shot. And just a little too much on it. Actually, it was a cross. It comes back over to Napper. Napper working to his right. He puts one in across the 6-yard line. Morgantown defense there to clear it out, though. Dangerous ball in the box by C.J. Napper. Not done defending yet, though, Morgantown. There's another ball in. Nearly gets a touch, George Washington. Wes Goodwin was there, just couldn't quite get a toe to it, and the Patriots have stepped up their game a little bit here since the goal went in for Morgantown. Lots of pressure here coming out of that one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Two dangerous balls across the middle. Nobody was able to get on either one, but, you know, if you keep playing those kind of passes, somebody's eventually going to find one.
Throw in on the far sideline, finds Lukauer. Lukauer step over and gets his back. He will just bring it all the way back to Risk in the central defensive position. Risk come near sideline here to Alex Carpenter. Carpenter plays the ball to the back post. It's Morgantown happy to just watch sail out of bounds. Good idea. Execution not quite there, though, on that one for G-Dub.
It looked like on that one, the right back, number 9, Braden Chips, had made a 40-yard run to try to get on the end of that one to put an extra attacker in the box.
Siggy Hirschfield's goal kick back out into midfield. Morgantown with a chance to build off of it. Long shot. Hauled in by Sam Nelson. Mohigans like what they see from about 40 yards out right now. Not scared to try to put something on net. That one skips past Napper and out of bounds.
For the Patriots, Sam Nelson.
Ball back out of bounds. GW throw. Carpenter's throw, a nice long throw. Down looking for Goodwin. Goodwin working that sideline with Hirschfield. Ball back into the middle for Risk. Risk thinks better of it, turns around, tries to go the other way. He'll play the ball short here for Alara. Alara back into the middle. Risk now will just turn around. GW will start over. Looking for Goodwin on that far side. He's got it, trying to go one-on-one with his man. So they go crashing out of bounds into that protective fencing behind the goals here. Off. Looks like it was last touched by Morgantown. It will be a corner kick for G-Dub. So we got some subs getting ready to come in, or a sub for Morgantown, number 16. Rayon Hanif coming in for the Mohigans.
Looks like number 10, Aiden Steyer,
Yes.
got with the assist on the goal.
Came up a little with a hitch in his giddy-up after that last collision near midfield. As Hanif comes in Steyer's place. We get Steyer off the field. It will be still a corner kick for G-Dub. Short corner to Lucar. Dummies. That gets through. A shot on goal, but sights there. Didn't see who got the last foot on the ball to make the shot, but Morgantown goalkeeper up to the challenge. Kreitz puts it back into play. Morgantown with possession. on the far side with Beeson. Now booted up and into the stands. It'll be a throw-in. Yes, a throw-in for Morgantown on the far sideline. There's more fans starting to trickle in, it seems, here as this one gets going a little more, but nothing like the atmosphere we had this morning when Parkersburg South had their band and cheerleaders here. It was rocking for the morning session.
Yeah, last year, Greenbrier East brought the band. I think that was the first time I'd ever seen the band at
It was the first time I had heard of it. I wasn't here last year. I remember you telling me. And
yeah, I love that. I wish that more teams would bring the band to the state tournament for soccer.
GW with a chance now. Here's Lukauer. He's going to turn. He's going to have another chance. Lukauer buries it. Had the Morgantown goalie spinning. Tyler Kreitz came out to try to get that one. Couldn't get his paws on it. Great move by Michael Lukauer to spin away from it and finish. There is your answer if you're George Washington. Game on. 1-1 now. So we see the replay. Nice ball into Lukauer from the left side here. He gets the goalie on skates, turns, gets it away from him. And all he has to do is put it on net at that point. Nice goal.
That was just a great ball in from number 5, Caleb Carney, also to set that up.
Yeah, none of it happens without him. That ball went through 3 defenders and was exactly where it needed to be for Lukauer. So, nice team goal there, but a great individual effort on the finish. And as we said, that evens the game. It is George Washington 1, Morgantown 1. Just under 25 minutes to play here in the first half. George Washington now pressing again. Morgantown just pokes one out of bounds. Trying to look to see if they signaled throw in or corner. It's a tough angle for us to see here from the broadcast booth. I believe it'll be a throw. Yeah, not even close. That's just we couldn't see down there. It'll be a throw in. Ball headed back out immediately by Morgantown, so we'll line up and do it again. Long throw deep into the box. Touched one there. GW not done trying to score here yet. Morgantown with some more defending to do. Lukauer shot turned away, though. Risk turns, fires. Excuse me, that wasn't Risk. That was the assist man from the last one, Caleb Carney, with a chance on his left foot.
Save. Tyler Kreitz for the Mohigans.
Big punt out well over midfield. After coming off a head or two, or 3 now. Somebody's going to have to settle this ball eventually. It looks like it'll be George Washington. Quickly, Patriots nearly lost possession, but able to retain here. The struggle in midfield continues. Alex Carpenter, George Washington defender with the ball here near side. He passes into the middle to Isaac Risk. Risk looking long, no one home though. Ziggy Hirschfield able to clear that one out, try to find somebody to run onto it. Patriots will just let that one go out of bounds though. It'll be a throw in. George Washington switching fields, passing along the back. Nice flick up there. Lukauer trying to play the ball over the head of the defender there near midfield. But
that was a tough spill he took right there.
Yes. And gosh, the vision has just become more difficult than it was when we started. As the sun sets, to understand what we're dealing with, folks, the sun sets in the west. We are facing due west right now. The sun is going down directly in front of our eyes.
It's a little bit of a struggle to see what's happening on the opposite sideline.
Yes. But we will persevere and we will do our best. Big kick out of the back by Kreitz off of his own area, but Morgantown unable to control that. CJ Napper comes down with it. Ball gets played back into the GW defense. Nice move by Alex Carpenter. shed the oncoming attacker and move the ball upfield. Ball played in for Lukauer. Lukauer tries to one-touch with Goodwin, unsuccessful though.
Carpenter's been playing great at left back today.
He has.
He's completed some wonderful passes, great first touches on long balls that he's won out of the air off punts and wayward distributions and getting forward in the attack. It's
big run here from Isaac Risk. He's into the penalty area. He gets brought down. Whistle blown. We'll see where he spots it. Is he going to call it for a penalty kick or just outside the box? He's going to call it just outside the box. That one was close. Looked like it could have been in the box for a penalty kick.
Really tight.
So we watch the replay here. Looks like it was in the box on the replay to me, but the call will stand. It'll be just outside of the penalty area. So call it 18.1 yards on the .0001s. yards. Lukauer standing over the ball. I believe it'll be him with the right foot. Tries to go low, wall up to the challenge, though. They did their job and stopped it. Not out of danger yet, though. Goodwin plays the ball in with his left, deflected out of bounds. Morgantown racing, trying to keep it in. They will not. It'll be a throw-in near the corner flag. Whistle blows, several substitutions.
Patriots, number 12, Omar Bustani, and number 14, Ben Trethaway.
Ben Trethaway and Omar Bustani in the game for George Washington now.
Number 10, Aiden Steyer.
Aiden Steyer back in after that brief spell of injury that sent him out of the game a few minutes ago. Long throw into the penalty area. Defended well by Morgantown. Booted back out, and there's Steyer near midfield. Steyer, patient though, didn't want to just force things up the field, turns back around. Pass gets intercepted though. George Washington now with a chance. C.J. Napper cuts it back. He's into the penalty area. He's the one that drew the foul just a few minutes ago. He gets it to Lukauer. Lukauer's right foot. Wow, that looked like a shot was destined for at least the frame, but Morgantown defender Ziggy Hirschfield, who has played very well today, gets in the way of that one and sends it out.
Absolutely. GW has kept the back line of Morgantown under pressure this entire game.
GW now trying to work this near sideline. Carpenter's going to play it in with his left. Hirschfield right there with the header. Falls to Lukauer, but unable to bring that one under any sort of control that he could have done anything with. GW still with the ball, though. Risk plays near side for Carpenter. Carpenter with a long shot with his left foot.
Goal kick for the Mohigans.
Not too far off with that one. If you're Eric Engel, you might have wanted another pass, maybe 2 or 3 more passes from there. But
yeah, it was. That's Carpenter has been playing great. You know that right there. I think he just said, "I got a little opening here. Instead of trying to play this ball into the box, I'm going to go ahead and take a."
Carpenter with his right foot now. He'll play it in deep. Kreitz is going to come out well off his line. Lack of communication at the back there, though, as the defender clears it out. Left his goalkeeper out to dry a little bit in no man's land. Morgantown able to safely shepherd that one out of bounds, though. Looks like there's some delay of some sort with this throw-in. Nice step by the defense. Get in the way of that one on the far side. I believe that's Finn Ralston on the far side for the Mohigans. Ball looking long, trying to find number 12, Omar Bustani, streaking down that far side. Nice turn to bring the ball back here to Ben Trethaway, the sophomore. Trethaway playing the ball far post, nearly got onto Bustani and inches away there.
Great ball in, great run from the from the wing.
Patriots, number 13, Wes Goodwin.
The Trethewey name, if you recognize that, well, you've been watching some George Washington soccer over the years. Older sister Ava, a standout for this George Washington program, won a state title a few years ago under Ali Sadijan. She plays at Marshall now. Older brother Max, standout here at George Washington, won several state titles. He plays at WVU now, so the bar's been set pretty high at the Trethewey house. I imagine Thanksgiving dinner is an interesting one when someone comes home with a trophy and another one doesn't. Sophomore Ben trying to bring home his first as a high school player this year. Nice little touch and go for Morgantown here on the near side. That's number 30, Beeson. He's into the penalty area. Defended well, though, by Colin Helmick, the senior, for G-Dub.
I want to be honest, Tom. I didn't even see him in the play until he won the ball.
Goalkeeper Sam Nelson gets us started again here. GW trying to bring it down the left side, near side here to us. Little miscommunication there as Carpenter's pass goes awry and out of bounds. It'll be another throw in here near midfield for Morgantown. Just over 15 minutes to play here in the first half. Class AAA Boys Soccer State Tournament. We're in the semifinal round. Number 1 George Washington and number 4 Morgantown tied 1-1 currently. Winner will play the winner of Hurricane and Spring Mills on Saturday for the state championship. Morgantown looking to take the lead back here. Mohigans applying some pressure on this George Washington defense. Now we got a battle for the ball over in the far corner. Morgantown comes up with it. That was number 11, Riley Brabson. Not able to keep complete control, but Morgantown still with the ball, and that ball played in to the wrong color jersey, but put right back in. This has been Morgantown's game so far. GW has been very good in this game, but has not always been great at fully clearing the ball. Ball back in the middle of the field now. That's Bustani. He's going to line up, take a long shot, skipping shot. Possibly could have given the goalkeeper trouble. Not on target, though.
For the Mohigans. We're in the match.
I believe that was actually Isaac Risk on the shot.
Was it Risk?
Yeah.
And number 10, Michael Lukauer.
Caleb Carney back into the game, as is Michael Lukauer. McKay Ballara and CJ Napper getting a quick breather here. Play stopped here. Quick restart by G-Dub. Ball finds Lukauer's feet. He's defended by, that was number 18 for Morgantown, I believe. There's not an 18 on the roster, so we'll get back with you on that. 13, excuse me. Big shot, saved, parried away. Morgantown able to clear the deflection there. Isaac Risk's long shot nearly came off right to the foot of Lukauer, but Morgantown fortunate to get a touch on that, put it out of bounds.
Yeah, you keep giving keep giving Risk space like that right outside the box. He's going to eventually put one of those in the back of the net.
Likewise, if you keep putting rebounds near the feet of Michael Lukauer, I mean, he's already got one. It would not surprise me if he ended up with more if that scenario plays out many more times.
Yeah.
Ball out of bounds now. It will be a corner kick for GW. Morgantown under near constant threat here for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Really since scoring their goal, George Washington's found another gear and have really turned up the pressure. That ball played near post. No danger, though.
Goal kick for the Mohigans.
Goes into the side net. It'll be a goal kick for Morgantown. Hirschfield's kick. Headed by Carpenter. GW eventually settles the ball. And play into the middle for Trethaway. Trethaway to Carpenter. Carpenter into the middle for Risk. Risk is going to make that run. He's to Lukauer now. Lukauer switching the ball up, going over to the far side to Carney. Carney's ball not quite able to get past that last defender. And here comes Morgantown trying to make a run on that far side. Ball in the middle of the pitch now. And folks, I really don't mean to keep harping on this, but we can only see silhouettes right now. You probably have a better view of what's going on right now than we do, so bear with us here. Ball on the far sideline. Morgantown trying to get the ball back, trying to get the ball up the field. GW not having it, though. It'll be a throw-in. Steyer with the ball now. Out of bounds, though. Coming up on 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Score is 1-1. George Washington and Morgantown tied. Morgantown with a chance, though. That ball deflected before it could get through on goal. As I was saying, Morgantown, George Washington tied 1-1 here. Class AAA Boys High School Soccer State Tournament Semifinals.
For the Patriots, number 6, Aiden Rogers, and number 18, Gavin Burdett. Reentering the match for the Patriots, number 22, McCabe Alara, and number 11, CJ Napper.
Alara and Napper getting back in for George Washington. Several subs on both sides here. It'll be a throw for GW. They'll just toss it back to Helmick. Helmick will switch it over to the far side. Back in the middle for Risk. Tucker Mullen, the defender on that far right side, into the middle. Now Isaac Risk with the ball again. He has been on this ball a lot, especially the last 10 minutes or so. He's really been the playmaker in the middle for GW here. That long ball, just a little too much weight on that one as it skips out of bounds.
As we talked about earlier in the game, I think that Risk really makes this team go. I think that when he's on the ball and he's able to pick passes out and ping it forward to these attacking players, that's when we see really dangerous things happen for GW.
Morgantown with a chance here. That's number 11, Brabson. Brabson on the far side. He's into the penalty area. He gets a shot off with his right foot, but Sam Nelson there to make the save.
Sam Nelson with the save for the Patriots.
Short rollout by Nelson. No pressure on Helmick, so he will just take his time here. Morgantown not really pressing this GW team as Nelson has just dribbled all the way to midfield. Plays a little chip to the far sideline. That's Carney over there, I believe. CJ Napper with the ball now. He's switched positions. He started on this near side. He's on the far side now. Left foot shot is in from CJ Napper. Wow. CJ Napper just coming in after a break on the bench. Gets the ball on his right, moves to the left, and unleashes the shot into the bottom corner. What a goal. GW takes the lead late in the first half.
Just a great piece of skill to beat his defender 1v1. Gets it onto his left foot and places it far post.
That's a nice shot. Nice shot from a nice player.
Yes.
CJ Napper for George Washington. Patriots take a 2-1 lead just before halftime. About 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to see Morgantown apply some more pressure on the ball in the midfield and not allow that extra attacker to join from the back line, like what happened right there that created the overload, that allowed that pass to go out on the wing without any pressure and created a goal.
Yeah, all of that was built off of Colin Helmick's long run from the back up into the midfield. Morgantown pressing forward, though, trying to get that one back here before the break. Nice step there by number 13, Wyatt Abbott. Abbott looking for Steyer, unable to get there, though. George Washington with the ball now, player down.
Direct kick for the Patriots.
Good one on the turf. It'll be a foul. GW quick to get this one started again, though. Near side here for Michael Lukauer. Lukauer into the middle for Risk. Risk looking for Goodwin, unable to link up there, though, as Hirschfield clears out. Near sideline for Gavin Burdett for GW to Lukauer in the middle. Lukauer missed his touch there. Pressure from the defense forces the turnover. Now we got someone coming through the back in the middle. No call. Play on. George Washington with a chance to get numbers forward here. Another big foul over on the other side. CJ Napper on the deck. Linesman's flag is up. It'll be a free kick and a pretty dangerous spot if you're Morgantown. It's the yellow card handed out to number 7, Finn Ralston. Morgantown defender on that far side. We saw Morgantown take advantage of a George Washington penalty near midfield earlier. The long free kick in for a header that ended up being their goal. George Washington has come back, scored 2 goals since then, and Patriots have a chance to add another here. With not a little more than 5 minutes to play in the half.
Lukauer over the ball.
So your guess is as good as mine. I don't see him anywhere else, and it is tough to see over there. Somebody from GW is over the ball. I can tell you that much right now. Here's Lukauer's kick. It comes in. Handled by Kreitz. Right at him, though. Saw that one all the way.
Save for the Mohigans.
Kreitz waits for his team to push up the field before putting it back into play. He'll put it out to around midfield. Players from both teams jockey for position. Morgantown with possession. They'll try to play the ball long, trying to get on the feet of Vesecchia. Another long ball from Morgantown. George Washington keeper. No trouble there. He will come out. I almost said handle it, but he hasn't. He's just taking possession of it. Now he's just going to stand and watch. And this is how George Washington scored their last goal. There was no pressure coming out of with George Washington trying to build out of the back. Now there's a little pressure. Foul on the play, though.
For the Patriots.
Referee calls for time. He's going to have a talk with Aiden Steyer of Morgantown after that one. Doesn't appear to be pulling a card out of his pocket for a booking, but that's one of those, hey, man, cut it out talks.
Absolutely. It's one of the key pieces of being a good referee is
Yes.
talking to the players
Yes.
and keeping the game under control.
Yeah, so a free kick for George Washington here, and you said it best, keeping this game under control. I don't think we've seen anything dirty or out of line yet, but it has been physical. It is a tense situation for both teams, and it could easily go that way if a referee didn't keep it under control. Isaac Risk back on the ball for George Washington. He'll try to play it in long for Goodwin.
What a
Nice
ball
touch.
over
Went
the
all the
top.
way through. Cleared out at the last minute. George Washington pleading for a penalty kick. Wes Goodwin found himself on the deck in the penalty area. No foul given. It will, however, be a throw-in for the Patriots. There's Goodwin again.
Direct kick.
Whistle called this time just outside the box again. Nearly another penalty kick. Well, another near penalty kick. There has not been a penalty kick yet, but there have been several George Washington free kicks just outside that penalty area now. This will be their third of the first half. Referee calling for a quick pause. Move that ball back while Aiden Steyer looks like he's getting a knee bandaged up, maybe a little bloody there. All right, Lukauer's free kick. Plays the ball in. Not a shot. He was playing that one as a pass. GW gets a couple heads to it. Unable to put anything with any power behind it. Now big shot comes out. Deflected. Falls to Lukauer. Lukauer tries to touch over. Can't quite get it. Ball back now to Lukauer on the left side. He'll drop back to Burdett. Burdett's got some time to figure this out. He goes in the middle. Looks for number 22, Alara. Alara unable to turn. Far side now. That's Wes Goodwin with the ball. Overlapping run comes in. Ball played into the middle. Goes through several defenders before Morgantown able to get it out of their penalty area. Ball still rattling around, and that's more like it if you're a Morgantown fan. Ball cleared out of there. About 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half. George Washington up 2-1 on Morgantown.
For the Mohigans, number 30, Joel Beeson.
Will be a throw in on the far sideline.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Morgantown tries to dink one up over the top, have someone run onto it. Will he be able to get there? Maybe no. Unable to get there. Ball goes out for a goal kick.
Leader in the match for the Patriots, number 9, Jason Chips. Braden Chips, sorry. And number 19, Alex Carter. You can tell I know his dad.
Braden Chips and Alex Carpenter back into the game for GW here just before the break. And Patriots leading this one 2-1 thanks to two very different but very aesthetically pleasing goals. Particularly the second one, the one by C.J. Napper.
Just a beautiful piece of skill. Some more skill from Lukauer right there. And that's what we talked about before the game. I mean, they just have some just amazing attacking talents on this team.
Yeah, Lukauer gets shoved down. In old school, they call that a professional foul. You do step overs, you run by people. I had several coaches be like, oh, you let the ball by or you let the man by. You do not let both of them by. And that seemed like one of those situations there.
Absolutely.
It does result in a free kick straight on for George Washington. 30, 35 yards out. I think it will be Lukauer on the ball. Coming at it from an angle.
Reading the match for the Mohigans, number 7, Finn Ralston.
Finn Ralston back in the game for the Mohigans. Not much time left here in the half. 40 seconds to go. Lukauer looking to make it 3-1. His shot on target, deflected by Kreitz. Napper there, unable to corral it. He's got it on control on the left side now. He tries to go through the defense, unable to. Nice play by Petsko to turn Napper away there. Morgantown trying to make something happen here in the final few seconds of the half. Steyer unable to keep control of the ball. GW content to just boom it down the field. Try to have, Goodwin run onto that.
8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Lukauer's shot. What a shot, right as time expires. But the whistle has sounded. Halftime in Beckley. Boys Class AAA High School Soccer State Tournament. George Washington, the top seed, leads Morgantown 2-1. You're watching on Video Productions. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. 18,250 days of fueling and feeding. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. The managers who open early and close late. The cashiers who always have a smile. The bakers, sandwich artists, and cooks who keep our cravings at bay. The maintenance crew who work hard to fix problems as they arise. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
For me, part-time service in the West Virginia Army National Guard looks like this. As a construction engineer, I'm moving earth, building roads, and working with a great team to accomplish our mission. My service trained me how to operate heavy construction equipment, and those skills have opened up doors to a great career here at home. See how part-time service can help you build your future. Go to nationalguard.com/WV to find out more.
It starts with dedication, taking skill to artistry. It's not just a job, it's a career. But building a future isn't easy. The Jumpstart Savings Program is here to help. The first of its kind in the nation, it features state tax advantages and other incentives. Now you can save for certain certifications, equipment, and business startup costs. Trade professionals are the future of West Virginia's workforce. Start saving for that future now. Learn more at wvjumpstart.com.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. 18,250 days of fueling and feeding. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. The managers who open early and close late. The cashiers who always have a smile. The bakers, sandwich artists, and cooks who keep our cravings at bay. The maintenance crew who work hard to fix problems as they arise. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to Klein Soccer Stadium here at the YMCA Beckley Soccer Complex. Class AAA Boys High School State Tournament action. We're in the semifinal round. Coming out of halftime, George Washington leads Morgantown 2-1. And Chris, we saw some good soccer in that half. Morgantown gets the goal early, tries to sit back and protect that lead, but maybe not the best strategy against this GW team, who if you give them too much space, too much time, they have too many playmakers to let run free with the ball, and we saw that happen as Lukauer and C.J. Napper get the goals 2 in a row for George Washington to give the Patriots the lead.
Exactly. You know, we saw GW have the back line of Morgantown under pressure all first half, with creating 13 shots, including 10 on goal, which it's tough to win games when you're giving up 10 shots on goal and a half.
And Tom Bragg here alongside Chris Kessel, bringing you all the Class AAA action today for Video Productions. As we get going again, of course, we mentioned, if you've been with us, the sun has been an issue, not so much for the players, but for us, for the broadcasters. We can't see much of anything that's going on right now, as the sun continues to set and cannot do so soon enough as far as we are concerned up here in the booth. We are back underway here in the second half.
Corner kick for the Patriots.
Quick pressure from GW. They will have a corner kick to start here. And GW going from left to right this half. Patriots in their all maroons. Morgantown in all white. Blue numbers going from right to left. They're defending right now. Ball played in short near post. Lukauer tries to flick on. Unable to. Ball skips out. It gets past Risk. Morgantown unable to keep that ball in, though. It'll be a throw in for GW. And Risk will just leave it and retreat back out onto the pitch. Goodwin now. He's on the ball. He's going to try to switch fields. Ball goes all the way across to Carpenter in that back corner. Big shot with the right foot. Nearly finds the frame, but misses wide right, forcing the Morgantown keeper to dive. Ball just goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. You're starting to see that pressure build and build and build again for GW. Patriots leading 2-1 here. If Morgantown's not careful, this is the type of team that can get up on you in a hurry. They do have the players. They've got the pedigree. You can't give them free chances like Morgantown has and get away with it all game.
Absolutely, and I think that the next goal is going to set the tone for the rest of the game. If GW jumps up 3-1, it's going to be next to impossible
Very tough
to come back. But if Morgantown can get the next one, I think that changes how the game is played for the rest of the game.
Game on at that point.
Yeah.
Napper, C.J. Napper with the ball. He scored the go-ahead goal in the first half. Tries to play into the middle for Caleb Carney, unable to connect there. Ball ping-pongs around, and now it's with Risk. Risk looking up top for Carney. Ball up in the air. There's Goodwin trying to get to it. Cleared out by the defender from Morgantown, number 13, Wyatt Abbott. Listed as a midfielder, playing more of a defensive midfield maybe right now. Not on that back line, but not really pushing forward very much right now either. Risk again battling for the ball in the middle, but it's Aiden Steyer has an assist on a long free kick for the Mohigans today. And Michael Lukauer hits the deck again as number 13, Wyatt Abbott, just ran through him. Will be a free kick for GW. Quick restart. Patriots get the ball out wide. GW working the ball in. Free run there. Carney with a chance from the penalty spot. Turned away. Another shot comes in from the outside. Turned away again. Morgantown working to clear this ball out, and they do. Ball back with GW. Just put right back in there. Pressure right back on. Morgantown working on defense. Bending but not breaking. At least not yet in this half. Mohigans now trying to do something. Just can't quite get that ball, even if there's nobody running onto it. They have not been able to just get the ball out of their own half for long enough to breathe so far.
Yeah, they definitely, GWS came out in the second half with the intent to put this game to bed early.
Whoa, whoa.
Corner kick for the Patriots.
The ball goes out over the top, nearly found a way to trickle in there, but touched away by the Morgantown goalkeeper. It'll be a corner kick for GW. Morgantown trying to get a sub in. Mohigans trying to bring on Cameron Wheeler. 5'8" sophomore for the Mohigans. They will have to wait. Corner kick comes in from the far side. Long looping ball. Morgantown defended pretty well. GW calling for a penalty.
And getting it.
And they're going to get it. Referee's whistle blows. Looks like it was a handball in the box on Morgantown. GW now with a chance to go up 3-1 here. Not sure who it was exactly that got the hand on the ball for Morgantown. Looked like possibly number 7, Finn Ralston. CJ Napper appears to be the kick taker here for George Washington. Tyler Kreitz in goal, faced with trying to stop this. Big moment in this game. Can GW go up 2 goals? Can Morgantown turn them away, perhaps get a little momentum back after a fast start to the second half by GW? Napper's kick. He approaches, strikes it. Goalie guessed right. Unable to get the hand on it, though. CJ Napper, with his second goal of the game, puts George Washington ahead 3-1. As we look at the replay here, Napper just cool, calm, and collected. Goes hard and low. Finds that bottom corner. Tyler Kreitz guessed right, as we said. Just, it's so tough to make saves as a goalkeeper on penalty kicks. Even when you guess right, as they did that time for Morgantown, tough to keep that ball out. 3-1 GW.
Absolutely. Just like you said, cool, calm. Just placed it in the corner. Very, very hard place for the goalkeeper to get low and get there.
We mentioned just a few minutes ago, Chris, you thought the next goal would go a long way towards determining the outcome here. If GW could go up 2 goals, it's going to be really tough for Morgantown to come back. And that's the situation the Mohigans find themselves in now.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to see Morgantown commit more players forward here, which obviously is going to open things up in the back. And with the pressure that GW has had them under already all game, you know, that's probably going to lead to a lot more scoring opportunities for GW.
Patriots playing out of the back now. Big boom ball. Goes into Morgantown's half of the field. Mohigans trying to play a flick on there. No runner going with it, though. No pressure at the back now. Tucker Mullen will take his time bringing the ball up. He plays the ball short here to Napper on the near side. Napper's touch picked off. Isaac Risk with the ball now. Napper back on the ball. Looks for Goodwin. Goodwin thought about going left, thinks better of it, turns around and goes right. He's looking for Lukauer. Finds him. Lukauer trying to play the ball back heel into the penalty area. Ball gets there, but defended well by Morgantown's Ziggy Hirschfield. And, you know, despite the 3 goals here today, I have been impressed with the play by Ziggy Hirschfield. This is not an easy task, keeping these attackers from George Washington in check, and I think he's done just about as well as you can under the circumstances.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, even though GW has created lots and lots of shots, I think the defenders for Morgantown have done a good job today. The problems have been not been able to win the ball in the midfield.
Ball in the middle of the field right now. Morgantown with possession. GW gets in between a pass, though, and they'll ping-pong that ball back and forth. Whistle blows.
For the Patriots.
free kick for GW. Ball back in play. Looking for Napper in the middle, unable to get there. GW retains possession, though. Ball played through the middle to Goodwin. Goodwin turns over his right shoulder. Now back to his left. Defended well. White shirts everywhere he turns. He finds a little bit of space to get it to Lukauer. Lukauer makes a move, gets just one touch on the ball before it's poked away. Visibility for us still not all that great, but seems like we're getting towards the end of it here as the sun continues to set in Beckley. CJ Napper now with the ball in the penalty area. He plays it across the middle. Caught up there by Ziggy Hirschfield and put back out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for G-Dub.
Yeah, we're going to have to see if Morgantown hopes to get back in this game, them pressing the ball higher up the field. They're not going to be able to lay back and defend and try to hit on the counter. They're going to have to win the ball higher up the field.
Yes, and remember, it's not like they picked the lock and figured out the combination even on the goal that they scored. It came off a long free kick from midfield that was just defended poorly by GW. But from the run of play, no goals today really from Morgantown so far. So they have a tall task in front of them if the Mohigans want to get back into this one. GW on the front foot again. Here comes Lukauer. Going to his right. Trying to get to the edge. He gets bodied in the box. Whistle comes. Referee points to the spot. It will be another penalty kick for George Washington. Michael Lukauer draws the foul inside the penalty area along the right side. Hip check came in, and the foul was called. Morgantown objecting, but don't know that there was really much to object to there. When you dump somebody like that in the box, you got to know the risk that's coming. GW getting set up for the Patriots' second penalty kick of this second half. Leading 3-1, looking to make it 4. 30 minutes remain to play here. CJ Napper took the first kick for G-Dub. Looks like it'll be Michael Lukauer who drew the foul in the first place to take this one.
Yeah, I think this is just a continuation of
Lukauer buries it. No doubt about it. Hard and to the right. No chance for Morgantown goalkeeper Tyler Kreitz. And that makes it 4-1 GW. And Chris, something we talked about at halftime is the need for Morgantown to press, to put a little more pressure on, because when things open up, this is what happens. GW can put a couple goals behind you real quick.
Absolutely. And, we saw in the first half that Morgantown, where they were defending in and around their box so much, committed a few fouls right outside the box.
Very close.
And this half, those fouls have been inside the box and have led to 2 goals already off penalty kicks.
Whistle blows. We'll get back in play here. GW leading Morgantown 4-1 now. Class AAA West Virginia Boys High School Soccer State Tournament semifinals.
For the Mohigans, number 15, Cameron Wheeler.
GW looking to get back to the championship game for the first time since the Patriots won it all. 5-0 against University right here on this field 3 years ago. Morgantown pushing forward now.
I think that's what we're going to have to see more of. They
yes.
press the ball hard in the midfield, won it off a GW player's foot, and now
ball rolls back into the back part of the defensive setup for Morgantown here. CJ Napper able to keep the ball in. He'll play short for Carney. Ball into Risk now. Risk will play the ball square into the center. That's number 4, Cole Helmick with the long run. Looking to draw a foul. Probably not going to get it on that, but now Goodwin's with the ball on his foot. He's into the box. This has been a dangerous spot for GW the last few minutes. Goodwin's cross comes in. Nobody home, though. G-Dub retains possession, though. They'll keep the ball on the far wing now. McCabe Alara tries to play the ball in the middle. Sliding Morgantown player misses. Ball rolls through to C.J. Napper. Napper now with the ball. Step over. He plays to the overlapping runner Chips. Chips into the box, goes past one guy. He plays back through. Deflection comes off. Did that catch him back on the way out? Goal kick or corner kick? Looks like it's going to be a corner. They are pointing to the flag. And corner kick coming up for GW here from the near side. That's Carney down there, ready to take it. Carney with an assist on GW's first goal of the night. A nice through ball from the feet of Michael Lukauer. Ball kept on the ground, played short. Hirschfield there, not able to keep it under control. He goes back out of bounds over the end line. It'll be another corner kick for GW.
Corner kick for the Patriots.
All played in short, then pinged back out to Carney. Carney will hit it with his left. Hot shot down across the ground. Finds about the 6-yard box. Deflects up. Morgantown keeper able to bring that one in, though. Tyler Kreitz makes the save. Big boot comes out. Ball played up into the GW half of the field as we see the stadium lights coming on here. Starting to get close to darkness and nighttime here in the southern part of West Virginia. And GW continues to put the pressure on, leading 4-1 here in the second half against Morgantown. Nice little give and go there. Chips and Goodwin. Nothing comes of it.
In this half, Chips has made some great overlapping runs, joining in the attack from his right back position.
You're seeing more of that on both sides from GW this half, I think. Those defensive wings are getting up the field and just creating overloads and mismatches. You flip it to the other side, wide open. It's worked several times for GW so far. And some of those penalties have come from that. They overload, and it's just panic from the defense. Someone ends up on the deck or ball pings off their hand, and
you know, when you're last ditch defending is when issues like that occur. Yes, absolutely.
Hirschfield's boot out to midfield. And it is my distinct pleasure to inform everyone we can see again. The sun is not quite fully set, but enough so that we can actually see the far sideline, see the opposing stands right now.
It absolutely does make watching the game more enjoyable for us.
Yes, being able to see the game makes the game more enjoyable. It wasn't so much that we couldn't see the game. There was just a strip of the field. You could not see anything on the far side for a big stretch, but that time has passed now. Vision is back. We can see. As I've said, big hill to climb for Morgantown here in the second half. So it's a 2-1 game at halftime. It is now 4-1 in George Washington's favor after 2 penalty kicks so far in the second half. Steyer with the ball, number 10. Plays out wide. For 30, that's Beeson. Morgantown almost in desperation mode now on attack, just trying to ping the ball up there, play that long ball, find somebody. And here we go. Steyer with a chance, right foot. Ooh, got under that one a little bit. That sails over the goal and the fence and out onto the road that runs behind it here at the Klein Soccer Stadium.
I think that's Morgantown's first real scoring chance of the second half so far.
I think, it absolutely, I believe it is. 24 minutes and 20 seconds counting down here. It's Riley Brabson for GW. Riley Brabson for Morgantown makes a nice move, gets around his defender. He finds Steyer at the top of the box. Steyer again under it and up over the fence.
It's actually 2 great scoring opportunities for Morgantown back-to-back here. If they hope to get back in the game, they're going to have to start getting those on frame. and getting one of them to fall.
Getting them on frame would be a start. We haven't even kept them in the stadium the last couple times down. But you're absolutely right. Those have been good chances for Morgantown after a long stretch of really nothing on the attack on the offensive end. But both chances finished with the ball in the parking lot. So got to be better if you're Morgantown and you want to get back into this one. Alexander Gonzalez-Tannen, the goal scorer, trying to work on something on that far side. Ball comes back into the middle. They're going to switch fields. Number 11, Brabson with the ball now. He hits a left-footed shot. First one on frame this half for Morgantown. Not really much of a challenge there for GW goalkeeper Sam Nelson, but the first real work he's had to put in this half so far.
You know, we've noticed now that Morgantown pressing has forced GW to start punting, no longer playing out of the back.
Nice battle going on in the midfield there as Morgantown player a little slow to get up. Number 9, Gonzalez-Tannen, the goal scorer. CJ Napper now with the ball, trying to play a little 1-2 with Lukauer, unsuccessful. Nice touch by C.J. Napper to get possession there, and he will just pop it back. Poor clearance, though, by Chips. Comes back and off of him and out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Morgantown.
Winner in the match for the Mohigans, number 13, Wyatt Abbott.
Wyatt Abbott comes into the game in place of Gonzalez-Tannen. Got a little limp to his step right now. He's got that knee taped up pretty heavily. Several players out here with taped up knees, and it's just one of the costs of doing business when you play this game on turf. It will bite back sometimes.
Yeah, we've seen several players today have to come out of the game with blood on their legs, you know, get taped up on the sideline while the game's still going on. We've been seeing it all day. When you're playing at this kind of on turf, at this kind of intensity, that's just part of how it goes.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yep. Some battle for the ball in midfield. Morgantown wins. Chance for the Mohigans here. They've got numbers going forward. That's Petsko. Petsko puts a shot on net. Rebound comes out. Save. 2 saves by Sam Nelson.
Shots on goal by the Mohigans by number 4, Colin Petsko, and number 11, Riley Brabson. Saves.
Riley Brabson and Colin Petsko with the chances for Morgantown there, but the goalkeeper for George Washington, Sam Nelson,
came up
two great saves there. First one
back to back.
First one leaves a rebound, which for a goalkeeper you hate, but sometimes that's just all you can do at that point. It's usually bad news, though, when you give up a rebound that close without a defender there. But Sam Nelson, pretty darn good goalkeeper in his own right, able to turn that one away. And that's something that can be really tough, too, when you're in a game like this as the goalkeeper. The action's been down on the other end for most of the game. Even if it hasn't, you're up big. You can kind of relax sometimes, and maybe you don't make that second save. Maybe you don't even make the first save. So kudos and hats off there. Sam Nelson coming up with 2 big ones for GW.
Absolutely. Staying locked in and staying focused is really hard when you're playing goalkeeper in a game like this where the possession is almost entirely on the other end of the field and you haven't been asked to do a lot. So when it is time for you to do something, you know, you've been able to do it is a big-time skill.
Coming up on 20 minutes to play here in the game, nearly midway through this second half. Number 1, George Washington leading number 4, Morgantown, 4-1. After 2 second-half penalty kicks, one each by C.J. Napper and Michael Lukauer. Morgantown with a chance now. Poked away, defended by G-Dub. But the 2 penalty kicks in this half stretched that 2-1 lead to a 4-1 lead now, and really, really amped up the pressure on this Morgantown team as time starts to become a factor here in the back half of the second half. Ball out. It'll be a throw-in. Indicated to go to Morgantown.
Davis. Rear in the match for the Patriots, number 5, Caleb Carney. And for the Mohigans, number 11, Riley Brabson.
Caleb Carney entering the game again for GW in place of Ben Trethaway. I believe that was number 11. Riley Brabson back in the game now for Morgantown. 50-50 ball. Gets through. Nobody able to control it at first. GW gets a hold of it, though. George Washington player on the deck is number 30, Beeson. Came through his back to get the ball. Got the ball, though. No call.
Well, the referee actually played on right there. So he did say there was some advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Isaac Risk, the senior, plays to Carney. Carney, another senior. To Lukauer. Ball with Nash Davis now. Davis, a junior. GW trying to work that ball back inside now. Lukauer loses possession. Cleared out by Morgantown, but headed right back in by GW. Carney trying to get loose with the ball, being defended very tightly by the guys in the white shirts. Morgantown trying to turn and get up the field, having not found a lot of success in that this half, but Mohigans have a little something going right now. Beeson with the ball. Plays it back. Long ball tried to play over the top to Brabson. GW clears out. Napper on the ball. He plays it into the middle for Davis. Davis to Carney. Carney will turn over his right. Some pushing and shoving going on down there. Ball to the far side now. That's Lukauer on the ball. He does a step over. He gets around. Left-footed shot and in. Michael Lukauer completes his hat trick with a nice little move. Some sauce on the end of that one. Does the step over, goes past the defender, and buries the shot. Let's watch the replay here. Step over one, step over two. Goes around the side, puts it in the net. 5-1 lead now for George Washington. 17 minutes to play. And barring a miracle here, Chris, I believe it's safe to say George Washington starting to set their sights on that Saturday game at this point.
Absolutely. You know, they came out in the second half. They pressed up high, kept the ball. 1-2 penalties. Were, coming in from the wings with, just great 1v1 play. Left-footed finish coming from the left wing right there from Lukauer. Great finish at the far post. I mean, they're tough to deal with when you allow them to get the ball in dangerous attacking positions. They just have people that can punish you.
Lukauer is so good. He's big, he's fast, he's good on the ball, he can shoot, he can pass. It's a tough package to defend in high school ball around here, and he has presented that challenge all over the state for the last few years. This will be his last weekend of high school ball in West Virginia. And for the soccer fans, you hate to see a guy like that go, but for the soccer coaches, they're probably like, man, this guy should have graduated 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's not going to be a single opponent that's not going to be happy that they don't see him on the roster next year.
Nelson now with the ball at the back for G-Dub. He'll play the ball long with the boot. Comes down, controlled by George Washington. That's number 20, Alex Smith. Smith drops back to Carney. Carney plays the ball long, trying to find number 11, C.J. Napper. Napper struggling to bring that one down. Finally does. He's marked tight at the back by number 7, Flynn Ralston from Morgantown. Gets through, though. Finds Smith. Smith works the ball around to the far side. Carney with the ball on the left. Goes to the end line, tries to pull back, unable to. Poked out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for G-Dub.
Corner kick for the Patriots.
Just under 16 minutes to play here in Beckley. To reset, Morgantown opened the scoring early in this one. Since then, 5 consecutive goals for George Washington as the Patriots lead 5-1. G-Dub has a quarter kick here, looking to make it 6-1 now. Ball comes in short to Napper. Napper touches back out to Carney. Carney with his right foot tries to play that one over the top, gets deflected before it could go very far.
Speaking of seeing guys graduate and move on to the next level, I have a feeling that several of these GW players we're going to be able to watch them play college soccer. I know that CJ Napper is actually getting several Division I looks from some high-quality programs out there across the country. So I think that we're going to have opportunities to see 3, 4, 5 of these guys play at the next level.
Of course, college soccer. You want to talk college soccer, you're in the home for college soccer right now with the success that Marshall and West Virginia have had at the Division I level. University of Charleston men and women very successful at Division II level. When you look back in the Kanawha Valley currently, West Virginia State's sort of fledgling program, only been around a few years, but that is a competitive team.
Absolutely.
Fun to watch. I believe you saw State and UC play to a 1-1 women's draw last night, correct?
Absolutely I did. It was a great game. I'm glad I went. The rumors are out there that State's about to add a men's program too, which will make for a great UC State rivalry in the Kanawha Valley.
That will be fun, but that's a tough hill to climb if you're State. UC program, it's not like, oh, they're the team in the city, or oh, they're the team in the state, or oh, they're the team in the league. That's a national powerhouse on the D2 level. So
absolutely.
But it helps, set the bar high. If that's who you're trying to compete with, they're right across town, and you've seen it in other sports where the rising tide lifts all the ships. If somebody gets really good, well, you got to figure out how to beat those guys. So everybody gets good trying to figure it out.
Absolutely.
If State does start a men's team, that would be awesome. I would like to see that. Free kick here for Morgantown. About 15 yards inside their attacking half of the field. It'll be number 7, Finn Ralston with the kick. Puts his foot into it. No accuracy on that, though. All power. It sails well wide of the goal and well out of bounds. One of those ones, if it was a shot, well, he missed that by a good bit. And if it was a pass, well, you missed that one by a good bit, too. He's played very well today. That one just a little bit off, though. G-Dub gets set up for the goal kick. Play the ball out long. It's in. It finds number 20, Alex Smith. Ball out of bounds on that far sideline. G-Dub moves its team forward to accommodate that. Nope, saying it's going the other way. So check that. GW thought they had the throw in. I thought they had the throw in, but Morgantown will take it. Morgantown looking to play something in over the back. It finds a foot of Riley Brabson. Brabson defended well, though. Colin Helmick put his foot in to stop that. I think he came up, I think he got stepped on or kicked or something, but Helmick seems to have shaken it off. Now GW trying to get forward. Smith to Davis. Davis will play it all the way to the back to Helmick. Helmick, not a lot of mustard on that pass. Intended for Carney, intercepted. Morgantown moving forward. But there's that GW defense again. And when you're as good as George Washington has been this year and you score a lot of goals like they have, the offense tends to get the lion's share of the hype. This defense has been great today. They have played one laps on that long free kick for the free header, but other than that, I thought they've been outstanding at the back.
They have been outstanding today, and defensively, they've cut out a lot of the things that Morgantown have tried to do, playing it over the top. They've won those balls when they've needed to be where they needed to be. They were there, and in addition to that,
big subs, hockey subs for George Washington now. So they'll change goalies. That's Brandon Anderson, the senior, coming in place of Sam Nelson.
Both teams clearing their bench right here.
Yep.
Morgantown bringing in a lot of players.
Well, if you're George Washington, it's a chance to get some of your younger players in a game at this level, and I really don't think you can appreciate how much that helps until you've sort of seen it happen. You've seen these things sort of cycle through, and heck, we saw it just a few years ago with this George Washington team. Michael Lukauer was a freshman. Now, he was a really good freshman. He got on the field quite a bit. But you see how much that experience helps when 3 years later you're on this level and you have a hat trick in the state semifinal.
Absolutely. And, it also, just frankly, it's a memory that these boys are going to take into adulthood that, hey, in the state semifinals, I played, we won against Morgantown, and I was a part of it.
You're on the sheet now, kid. Morgantown looking to at least cut into this George Washington lead. Patriots up 5-1, under 10 minutes to play now. 9 minutes, 30 seconds. The lights on and the sun, thankfully, out of our eyes and down over the mountain line in the distance.
For the Mohigans, number 8, Will Staples.
I wouldn't say it's dark in Beckley yet, but it won't be long until it is nighttime here. And of course, we will have the nightcap coming up after this one. The 2-3 game here in Class AAA on the boys' side. It'll be number 2 Hurricane, 18-1-2 Redskins take on number 3 Spring Mills, 13-0-3 unbeaten Spring Mills. So, and these are two teams, state tournament teams last year. Both of them got beat early. Got to think they're hungry coming back down here, particularly a Spring Mills team. 0 losses this year. That's a good ball club. I don't care where you play. You get through a season with no losses and get to this point, you can play a little soccer.
Absolutely. They got some great players on that team that, have had a lot of success at the club level, winning accolades, regional accolades. And then Hurricane is one of the best teams in the state. They actually beat this GW team that we're watching.
Yeah, Hurricane is the current MSAC
champion.
They won on a penalty kick shootout against this very same GW team, so those guys can play down there.
Right. I think that's going to be a wonderful game, and the winner is going to come out of that, and I think this final is going to be really, really quality. I think we're going to see a great Saturday in AAA boys soccer. And to revisit what we were talking about earlier, GW's defenders, I feel like I agree with you. They've played great today. They've won the ball, and they've just been, when under pressure, they've just played great passes forward. They've been open and available when the midfield was under pressure, and they've just played the
calm.
game.
No panic at the back right there. It's so important. You don't have to have the most skill or the most talent. If you can just be calm on the ball, you can do pretty good things on a soccer field, and the GW defense, man, they've been calm today. Just hard to put into words exactly how good they've been because this Morgantown team is good and they have struggled.
Yeah.
Trying to find a little space right now, though.
And we haven't seen hardly any misplaced passes out of the back today. That's one of the things that teams are always scared to try to play out of the back because they're worried about errors and worried about, things from your defenders that cause turnovers high up the field that give opportunities to the opponent. And today, GW's defenders and Isaac Risk at that defensive midfielder position have just been almost perfect. They haven't put a foot wrong all day.
Yeah, hard to argue anyone other than Michael Lukauer as a player of the game after the hat trick in the game and the show that he's put on. But Isaac Risk might be the MVP, the most valuable player of this game, because he has kind of been the key or the catalyst in the middle that's really gotten everything going for this George Washington team.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
6 minutes, 25 seconds to go here at Klein Soccer Stadium in Beckley. George Washington leading 5-1 currently. Of course, the AAA girls tournament evening games getting going over on the other field here at the complex. This morning on the boys' side in AAA, it was Charleston Catholic with a 1-0 win against Lewis County. Tough, hard-fought game. Irish coming out on top, however, and it'll be a rematch in that state championship game as the long shot comes in. Anderson able to bring that one in his first real action of the night, but rematch in AA on the boys' side from a hotly contested, somewhat controversial championship game last year between Charleston Catholic and Point Pleasant that the Irish were able to come away with the win in that one. Those are two very good teams. Figure that will be a very fun, entertaining game to watch on Saturday. Of course, in the AAA girls side, we had those semifinal games right here this morning.
Direct kick.
Morgantown getting through Hedgesville and Parkersburg South sending George Washington home. Set up a rematch of last year's Class AAA Girls State Championship game.
I am really excited to see that AAA girls game. I think the midfield of Morgantown versus the pressure from Parkersburg South is going to be just a wonderful show.
Fantastic move by the George Washington backup goalkeeper Brandon Anderson there. As the shot comes in from the far side, misses wide. Backing up, though, on that long free kick. We've seen Morgantown connect on one of those already for their only goal of the night, but Anderson was not having it. Came out off of his line and jumped, really put himself out there. If he missed, that ball might have gone in straight off of the kick, but able to get a finger to it, tip it away. As we continue to get closer and closer here to the end of this state semifinal game. Big kick from Anderson coming out. Anderson, the senior, backing up starter Sam Nelson tonight, but with the large lead, with about 10 minutes left, GW brought a lot of those guys off the bench, including the goalkeeper.
Direct kick for the Patriots.
Looks like GW will have a kick on the far side of the field here. Direct kick. All played into the penalty area. Well, not quite. Probably settled just outside of the boxes. Morgantown scrambles to clear and put a boot through it. Hops back out to midfield. That's Colin Helmick with it. Helmick again gets his foot in there, dispossesses, and GW's going the other way. That's Nash Davis just looking to find some space to run some clock out. Ball out of bounds. Nice step. Ralston. Aiden Rogers, a senior for GW, on the ball. He passes inside to Davis. Davis cuts back, tries to get into the middle. Ball chipped over the top. I believe that was Nala. Mohanad Nala chipped the ball over the top there. That's deflected out of bounds. It'll be another throw in for GW. G-Dub working the corner down there. Now they'll bring it, swing it back around at the top. Free run on a kick at the top of the 18-yard box. Caden Salango's shot maybe got over that one a little bit. Didn't get quite as much on it as he maybe wanted to. Not too difficult of a save for the keeper, Tyler Kreitz of Morgantown.
It was a great little turn to come out of the pressure by Mo Nala to find Caden Salango at the top of the box right there.
Under 2 minutes to play now. And George Washington leading 5-1 in this one. Look at this scoreline. It might be easy to forget. Morgantown led this game at one point. They took the attack to George Washington, but almost from that moment on, we asked, well, how will George Washington respond to this adversity? And it was with pressure and pace and passing and
five straight goals
and just a calmness on the ball. And you see performances like this, you see players like this, and it's pretty easy to understand how the Patriots ended up as the number one seed in this tournament, even with that penalty kick loss in the MSAC title game to Hurricane. Tough to argue against these guys as the top seed.
Absolutely. Going down 1-0 didn't seem to faze them at all. It actually seemed to get them more focused.
It woke them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Here comes Nash Davis through the middle. Davis fast on the ball Didn't play much in the first half, but particularly in this second half, he's found himself on the field more and more, and he's been contributing for G-Dub. That ball out of bounds. Monala trying to run it down. Ball all the way back to the GW keeper now, who will stay away and play it with his feet. Now he's going to wait, and now he's going to pick it up. George Washington just running the clock here now. 10 seconds remain.
7, 6.
GW is going to wrap this one up
4, 3,
with a 5-1
1.
win against Morgantown.
Your final score.
George Washington will play Saturday against the winner of Hurricane and Spring Mills. Patriots going for their 8th title in program history. It will be their 10th appearance in the state championship game. That covers all classes back when there was just no classifications in soccer. GW was in there a couple times, but really since the split early in the 2000s, this has been one of the dominant programs in AAA. You see all those stars on the jersey. A lot of them have come this century. Going to be fun, whoever they play on Saturday.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a great final in boys and girls AAA soccer Saturday. And, you know, with the attacking talent that GW brings with Napper, Lukauer, and then the rock-solid center midfield play from Risk, I think it's going to be a tough ask for anybody to beat them. That's why they're the number 1 seed. But I think that we're going to see a great game in the final.
One more time, that score here in Beckley. George Washington 5, Morgantown 1 in the Class AAA Boys High School Soccer State Tournament. I'm Tom Bragg for Chris Kessel, all our folks at Video Productions, Robbie Mounts, Butch Mounts. It's been great bringing you this game. Be sure to check back in for the other semifinal here in AAA tonight as Spring Mills takes on Hurricane. We'll have all the action here on Video Productions. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
For me, part-time service in the West Virginia Army National Guard looks like this. As a construction engineer, I'm moving earth, building roads, and working with a great team to accomplish our mission. My service trained me how to operate heavy construction equipment, and those skills have opened up doors to a great career here at home. See how part-time service can help you build your future. Go to nationalguard.com/WV to find out more.
It starts with dedication, taking skill to artistry. It's not just a job, it's a career. But building a future isn't easy. The Jumpstart Savings Program is here to help. The first of its kind in the nation, it features state tax advantages and other incentives. Now you can save for certain certifications, equipment, and business startup costs. Trade professionals are the future of West Virginia's workforce. Start saving for that future now. Learn more at wvjumpstart.com.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.